Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do something completely different. It's not really going to be about gaming in a way, like about a certain game. Well, it's going to be about gaming, but not in the way we normally talk about stuff. Today we're going to be speaking about the return of Roboute Guilliman. Now, Roboute Guilliman, known as the Avenging Sun, after the awesome Battle of Calth, which, if you haven't read the Horus Heresy, I suggest you go and read it. It's a fantastic series. I think it's up to like 39 now, so I'm so glad I jumped on that train when it was at book 1, because it would be a huge mountain to climb. Anyway, we're going to be speaking about Roboute. He's officially returned. Roboute was brought down by his brother Fulgrim. He sliced his throat open with a demon. I think it was like a demon dagger of some sort, and it was slowly killing Guilliman. So Guilliman put himself into stasis and sealed himself in stasis so he couldn't die. And basically what's happened, he's returned back to us in the 41st millennium. We don't know how he's returned back to us. I'm thinking that maybe the new Admet guy, I think he's called Crawl or something, and his name escapes me, sorry if I get it wrong. I think he builds him like a new life support machine or something, and now he's back in the thick of it. So what does this mean for people like me and you who are digital gamers? Well, I think it's a pretty big indication of where GW is going to be taking their IP. Like, we haven't had a Primarch around in the actual story for about 9,000 years. The last Primarch who was around was Vulcan, and he appeared in the Beast Arises series. I won't spoil what happens with that. Please go and read the series. Again, it's another awesome series to go and check out. So the Primarchs have been gone for a long time. Now, if nobody knows who Roboute Guilliman is, I'll try and just give it a little bit of a background. Roboute Guilliman was responsible for something called the Codex Astartes. Now, the Codex Astartes was adopted by most of the legions. Some, like the Space Wolves, just spat at it and said we're doing our own thing, and who's going to argue with Lehman Russ at the end of the day. Some other chapters, such as the Black Templars, don't really follow it. I think they have like 6,000 Marines. Basically, what the Codex Astartes is, it's a book of rules. It's basically a book of what to do and what not to do. It's as simple as that. Some chapters follow it. Some chapters follow it with a passion, like they follow every line, and some basically take the best bits out of it and use it to their advantage. Now, for me, I think the most interesting thing in this whole story where they're going to is how Guilliman is going to react to the Imperium today. When Guilliman went away, I'm sure it was a couple of 100 years after the Horus Heresy finished, and the Imperium was a completely different place. So him waking up now, he's basically going to be like, what the in the Emperor's name is a Tyrannid? What now? A Tyrannid? Okay, so there's going to be a lot of things that have changed for Guilliman. The politics is going to be a fantastic read if they actually go into that kind of depth with the actual politics and stuff. And I wonder if he'll like try and take the throne of Terrace. Like, I'm the Emperor's son. It should pass to me, because in his picture, which you're seeing now on screen, he has got the Emperor's sword. It was confirmed in the White Dwarf that he is wielding the Emperor's sword. So is this some kind of piece of office, like, I'm wielding the Emperor's sword, that means I'm in charge now? I don't know where they're going to go with it. Hopefully they'll go down that route, because I think it would be really cool to see how the High Lords of Terror react to that. Because when the High Lords were first founded, they actually had a position called the Lord Guilliman, if I remember correctly. I think that was from the Beast Arises. So Guilliman was very respected within the actual Terran hierarchy when it came to the High Lord. So I wonder if that's still going to be the same, or are people going to be grabbing on to their powers and they want to keep as much power as possible, which should be very interesting and bring a lot of story to the actual lore. Another really exciting thing I see with this whole situation is obviously they're advancing the story, so that means we have an advancement on the story, so we can have a whole new series of books now. I know the Gathering Storm books give a brief insight to the lore, but I would love a series just like the Horus Heresy set now, when all this stuff is happening. I know people are calling it the end times and they're scared it's going to be like a Age of Sigmar thing, but GW have confirmed that it's not going to be something like that. It's definitely not going to be wiping everything out and starting again. So please don't be worried about that. So yeah, I'm really interested to see if they actually do a book series attached to this, because I think it would be a really good read to get more details into what's happening, all the characters, Guilliman, Abaddon, Celestine all coming back, and it'd be really I think they have a lot of options to use which would do it more justice than they're doing with just these Gathering Storm books. And then this now leads into the topic which I really want to talk about, is what does this mean for games? Now, the games have been pretty much set, what we've got in certain areas like Dawn of War in certain part of space, but now I think this now opens up a brand new door on where we can go with new games. I would absolutely love a game set around this Gathering Storm series. So you could start on Cadia, with Chaos attacking, or you can even be Chaos attacking Cadia, and then it goes into the next bit with all the Eldar, what's going on with the Eldar. Then obviously with Guilliman returning, we haven't really got the third book of Primarch Returns. Well, I think it's called a Primarch Returns. I'm not too sure, but again, it just opens a huge door of new products now. The story's advancing. That means there's new plots, there's new characters being added. Why can't we extend this now to the digital aspect of the game? Of the IP, and start bringing more games out to reflect what's going on in the lore. Because who wouldn't? Do you imagine playing as a Primarch in the video game, just going around as Guilliman? It'd be absolutely amazing. It'd be probably too OP, but it would be absolutely cool just going around, just stomping on everyone and killing everything you see. It would, I think it would actually make my year, just playing as a Primarch going around and killing things. Now, if you are a digital gamer, obviously we've had, how could I word this? We haven't had the best of games lately. Some games have been absolutely awful. Some games have broke promises. Some games were sold as something else. Some games were just bad, to be fair. The actual digital gaming for GW hasn't really had a really standout game in a couple of years, to be completely fair. There's nothing really that jumps out at me. There's a couple of games which jump out at me, but not, with the license that GW has been given out, I would have expected a lot more games with a lot more lore, a lot more better graphics. Well, I say better graphics. Graphics doesn't always make games. I will state that graphics doesn't always make games. Sometimes it's about the gameplay as well. But we haven't really had games which have really been fun. It's mostly been kind of like iPad games which have just been converted to PC, which it's okay if you're on an iPad, but if you're on PC it's basically trash. So yeah, we haven't really had the best of times, but I think I'm hoping now, I know hope is the first step to disappointment, but with this whole new way they're going, maybe another company can come in and look at it and go, wow, okay, they're really advancing the plot. Maybe we can step in here. Maybe we can make a series of games dedicated to this. I would love, imagine like a Witcher type game set in the year in this whole Gathering Storm now, and you basically you could be an Inquisitor. Let's say you're an Inquisitor, okay, and you're going around as an Inquisitor fighting Chaos, or maybe some Xenos are popping up since the Imperium's getting pushed back, and you jump into different planets and stuff like that, and you're going around and you're purging everything. It's something just off the top of my head. It could even be from like the Space Marine or an Imperial Guard perspective. I think actually having it from an actual Imperial Guard perspective may be quite fun, because as an Imperial Guard you're just basically a regular soldier. There's nothing really special about you. You're one in billions of people, so it could really emphasize the actual storyline of humanity in that sense, if you want to come at it from that kind of angle. But I think this is all just pipe dreams at the moment. I'm just wishing something will come along and just completely blow me away. But I'm really happy that Guilliman has returned. Hopefully more Primarchs will come back, because Dawn lives. Dawn does live, brothers, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him return out of all the Primarchs. which should be fantastic. Alright, chaps. I think I'm going to leave the video there. Like I said, this was something different. I just wanted to come on today and just speak about where GW is going and how that can affect us. And sorry if you came here expecting gaming news, but yeah, I don't have any gaming news yet. Hopefully soon I can be able to talk about some more things. But until then, thank you for watching the video. If you've enjoyed it, then cool. If you've got any questions or you want to speak about it, leave some comments below and we can maybe get a conversation going and stuff and speak about the Lord Roboute returning to us in all this glorious fashion. But until next time, have a great day. And it's Thursday today, so Friday tomorrow, and nearly weekend. Weekend is nearly upon us, brothers. So have a great day, and if I don't see you, have a great weekend. See you now, and bye-bye.